1300 lumen for 4 hours, 400 lumen for 12 hours, 130 lumen for 24 hours. Made out of magnesium alloy, 141 grams, IP68 waterproof, shock resistant up to 2 meters, dropped on all 6 sides. These are just some of the features of the Fenix HM65R-DT, but is it any good as a headlamp? Tonight I'm out for a wild camp to test it out, and we'll get some beam shots as well, and then tomorrow morning I'll give you my final verdict on this headlamp to see what I actually think of it. So this headlight is available in 3 colours, and this one here is the dark purple. So my first impression, taking this out of the box, the build quality and the feel of the metal is really, really good. And then at the back here, you have your USB cable charging, and it's a fast charge of 3 hours. Now again, the rubber bung on this feels really, really solid, and the USB connection itself, is quite well recessed in there. And again, that just goes in with a really, really reassuring click. Now the headband, has this adjustable system where it just you just simply turn this. This actually comes, I think, from the cycling industry and cycling shoes. And I've had cycling shoes with this on it, and I've never ever had a problem. And you just simply pull it to release it. It's a really wide headband, and the headband itself is perforated, to make it really, really breathable. And also it's reflective here, which is a great feature. So these are your 2 spotlights, but it's just simply one quick press, and that's the particular light activated, and then it just runs through. I mean, that's your low at 130 lumens, that's your medium then at your 400, and then that's your high at your 1300 on that individual beam. And then that's just it off, and then this other little beam here, that's it on the low, which I think is about 5 lumens or something like that, and then it goes to 130, and then it also goes up to 400. Now when you have them both on, combined on full power, I think it's working out at about 1500 lumen. So another feature of this headlamp is actually a cold resistant battery. So it's 3,400 milliamp hour, and it's your 18650, which is quite compatible with, with a lot of other different lights as well, which is handy. A further feature here is the fact that this sort of like cover sort of covers the buttons to prevent against accidental switching on. And if you also press and hold any of the buttons, I think it's for about 2 seconds, what that will do is the light there will flash, and that's just put it into like lockout mode, so it can be electronically locked and actually physically locked, here, so you don't have accidentally press it on whenever it's in your rucksack. And then a press here will just very quickly show you, the battery status as well, and then when you're charging these also show you the battery status. The metal that this is made out of is like a magnesium alloy, which Fenix are claiming is about 30% lighter than aluminium. And magnesium alloy is what kind of really good quality cameras are made out of, and it's well proven and tested, and it actually feels, it feels really, really nice. It feels super quality. So the 2 lights on this actually have different color temperatures, so this one here is a very sort of cold white light, and this one here is a kind of a much warmer light. And the idea is that gives much greater beam penetration in sort of foggy weather conditions and rain or snow. I'll probably not really get a chance to test that tonight, but I'll kind of take Fenix's word for it. It's good that you have the 2 different colours of light, because certain people will maybe just prefer a whiter light, or a colder type light, or a warmer light, so you've got that choice there. Alright, so last night I was out and I did some testing with the light, and really, really good. What I'll do is I'll now just talk you through, the different beam shots. So this is a beam shot of the low and the medium and the high. Low and the medium and the high. Okay, so my thoughts. The initial beam output is incredible. I mean, it's really, really good. It's a wee bit different than what Fenix actually say. So they're of course kind of claiming that it's 2 spotlights. And for me, I mean, you look at it yourself, I have some lights that really do go into a tight spot, and it's not as tight as that. But in respect of effectiveness, It's brilliant. I mean, it's exactly the right amount of distance, or spot and spread of floodlight. I did mention sort of last night that, on the tops of the little buttons, there's indications on the top of the buttons. I mean, that might be slightly out of focus, but there's indications on the top of the buttons, certainly on the white light, to let you see that it's much more of a spot, and then on the warmer light, it's more of a flood. I couldn't see much difference. They're both sort of a great combination. So apart from the confusion on the website, for me anyway, maybe you'll think differently, the light pattern is fantastic. Now there is a bit of a drop off in the light, and I'll show you just the beam shots of that. So this is, for example, the light when it's initially switched on, and this is the light probably about 10 minutes later. So it does back off slightly, and that's just something as to whether, I've set this up and I've edited the video so that it looks as realistic as to what I could see to my eye. So it's up to you whether that sort of means anything or not. So it brings me then to my final verdict on the Fenix HM65R-DT. Bit of a mouthful saying all that. Look, the light is fabulously well, put together and made. I love the actual metal on it. It's really, really simple to use, with the two different buttons, and each button controls, the different beams. The spread of light is great. The brightness is great. The run times, when it backs off are pretty good. So all in all, a great lamp. It has great other features like, the ingress protection, IP68, drop proof, the perforated headband, the adjustable ability here, one-handedness, with this, works really, really well, reflective. It's just the cold resistant battery. It's packed full of features, and I think, it's a great lamp. It also has the electronic lockout by pressing and holding one of the buttons for 3 seconds, I think it is, and then the light will flash there, and that's it, locked out now. Then the physical lockout, decent rotation. All these rotations feel solid. Build quality pretty good. So all in all, this is a great headlamp, and I would definitely recommend it.